Alrighty then, so here's what's on the list today. This engine is crankable and runnable. This is the exhaust header, and to be honest with you, I only put these on here to run it on the engine stand. The Rambler has these kind of headers, which are probably 72 Chevy truck headers, which I don't know how good they are as far as flow and things like that. But I do know that those will bolt right into the Rambler, and I won't have to do any exhaust pipe modification to get them to fit, because it's just like the ones I've got in there. And I also know that I've got the bracket figured out. I figured out a bracket for this thing the other day, and then I painted it with some of that good, what do they call that paint? Here it is right here. It's called hammered. It's hammered paint. This is Krylon. The last I bought was Rust-Oleum. But anyway, we'll see how well it does. So I've got these three pieces all painted up, and I'm going to need some bolts, I think, other than the bolts that I have. So what I'm going to do is put all this on there, figure out what I'm going to need for bolts, go to town and get the bolts. I'm going to I'm going to use a piece of rope back there to measure a belt that I'll need for this to put the alternator on there. I'm thinking I wish I had a double pulley on my alternator. That might be a modification I wind up doing later. But for today, or for right now, I'm going to put this all on here, put it all together, and then maybe we'll make a list of what I need from town, and then I'll run to town and do some shopping, get some bolts, maybe get a belt. I don't know where this came from, probably came from over here. And then come back, and I'm going to be pulling that radiator up there down and hooking it up over here. I might have to study on what I'm doing here as far as hooking that up. I've got a pretty long piece of hose up top, and I'm thinking my radiator hose is going to be on this side for the, well, that'll work. That'll come right, that'll be just perfect, won't it? Yeah, and then the top. Okay, I should have enough hose for that. So let me get busy. I'll get busy and I'll put all that on there, and then I'll come back and we'll make some more video. Okay, so I just realized I'm gonna have another problem here. This bracket here, it's actually upside down, but it's gonna go here. But then I've got a heater outlet here that's gonna be in the way of, this bracket's gonna be in the way of that heater outlet. And I can run, here's an inward part of the heater outlet, but I need this one to get my water out of the heater for the heater. So I'm going to have to come up with some kind of a way of finding, I don't know what I'm going to find to fit that or make that work, unless I take and cut out a piece of this. I stick this up here, and this one needs a little spacer like this, and it goes like that onto that, and then that goes onto that. Okay, so having the ability to pull up something on your video and then take a picture of it and then bring it out here and figure out how you had this set up is pretty awesome. So what I need to do is basically put this piece here, goes right here. I don't know if you heard that or not, but what I'm going to do, I think, is take this water pump off, go to the parts store, get one that has a heater hose connection right up on top of the pump. They do make them, because I've got one on my rat rod, and I got one on a Studebaker like that. Actually, the one on the Rambler now is one like that. So they may not have a chrome one, and even if they did, I might not want to pay what they would want for it. The air out here is better than the air in there, because the air in there has paint in it. So what happened was, what I needed, even though I had that very nice chrome plated water pump, I needed one with a place here to attach a heater hose. So this one has a place here to attach a heater hose, and I can take a thing like this thing here that's in that and put it over here and seal this up, and then put this on that motor, and then I can attach all of that to that. And I've got a belt, I think I put it up there. So, and I've got some stainless steel bolts for my exhaust manifolds. So with all of that, I believe tomorrow, because I'll wait till tomorrow and let the paint get dry, I can put this all back together. And I think my gaskets are still intact. I think I could put me some instant gasket on that, and then shove that onto that. And I think then I can get that radiator down and see if it's going to leak, and clean up all these wrenches and nuts and bolts and all these pieces and parts. And then if everything goes well, crank it, warm it up, and adjust the valves. And once that's done, I'm done, because at that point I'm going to change over to installing the Prius electric assist power steering setup in the Rambler. And I'm going to work on that, or start working on that, before I pull the motor out. And I may put it under the dash, and if I do put it under the dash, it won't matter if I do it before or after I put that motor in. So anyway, I'm going to quit this for today, and I'm going to come back tomorrow. Y'all have a nice day. Appreciate you, and all that. See you later. Adios and goodbye.